2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
"2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Boston Celtics. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Stockton. James is out there at Malone. Then there's Pippen. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Clock at 6. The rebound by the Celtics. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
Now, here is Irving. Passes it to Wade. Shoots over Pippen. And the rejection by Pippen. Stockton against Robertson. Stockton's shot is off. Robertson up top. We've played just over a minute here in the first. The pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Robinson. Boston, no good that time either.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
To the inside, Malone. And the jam by Karl Malone.
You know, we talk about Pippen's versatility a lot, and with good reason. There he's showing you a superb court awareness with that pass.
Pass to Garnett. Wade feeling it out a bit. Stockton against Robertson. Boston needs to get off a shot. Irving from long range. Rebounded by Malone.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. And oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now here's Wade. Robertson left side. Over Stockton. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Stockton the bounce pass. It's Pippen on the wing. Wade is covering. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And, guys, it's crazy. He really was a late bloomer. You know, Irving didn't have the big-time amateur career you hear about with some stars, but, boy, he's more than made up for it.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Irving. Pau Gasol has checked in for Robinson. And so he makes both from the line. Chicago leading. Outside Pippen. Back to Stockton. 16 feet away, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
From mid-range now, Stockton can light it up. He'll take those shots anytime he can.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they've performed, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Malone, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, that big reach of Malone, so effective on the glass, helping him to get to the loose ball so he can throw it back in the hole.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Celtics trail by 4. 17-foot shot on the way. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Pippen. Second shot opportunity. Wilkins grabs the miss.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And here's Maravich for 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 4. Floats it up for James. Bank shot, no good.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Garnett. It's hauled in by the Bulls. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Left side, Pippen. LeBron outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pierce with a rebound.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Boston again missing. Pass to Nash. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Absorbing contact well inside. Nash is a competitive guy and is able to find ways to score even against tough defense.
And the rejection by LeBron. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here is Maravich. Still yet to score. Wilkins passes to Pierce. To end the run. Connects. The jumper drops.
Pierce has a plethora of offensive moves. He can really hurt you at that end of the floor.
Here's James. And James throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Kevin McHale out there with Irving. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Kareem. And it's Wade in at the 2 spot. That's the Boston 5. And the dunk by LeBron.
Can't leave somebody open on Stockton's team. That's a recipe for disaster.
Robertson outside. Irving kicks to Robertson. McHale right side. Outside Irving. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Wade. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Passes to Houston. Count it. Good. Houston's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Stockton against Robertson. Malone. The pass to Robinson.
Get through.
Stockton in the high post. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Down by 12. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Stockton passes to LeBron. Back to Stockton. Robertson against LeBron. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Celtics. And there's the feed to Irving. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Toronto. Stockton against Irving. Puts it up. And the shot is long. Celtics trailed by 10. Here's Wade over Houston. Here's Irving. Houston pulls it in.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Stockton dishes to Robinson. Over Abdul-Jabbar. The Bulls keep it alive. And another shot. And Malone puts it in. Malone's got 6.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. It's Pierce on the wing. Over Thomas. Boston again missing. Chicago leading by 12. On the wing, Malone. Guarded by Garnett. Pass to Eaton. Pippen feeling it out a bit. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Pippen doing what he can to draw the contact while in the act of shooting. That's just a good veteran move there.
Nash against Maravich. Pierce up top. That falls. Nice feed that time from Pete Maravich. Pierce has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pierce has that pure stroke. Not much can slow him down.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama has this uncanny combination of size and skill. He says most bigs play basketball because they're tall. I started playing before I knew I would be this height. Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I always had a ball. I was built for this, I guess. All of what happens to me, I expected for myself. Kevin?
Yeah, a long road, DA. Thank you. Pau Gasol's checked in for the Bulls. 1:27 left in the first half. Here's Garnett. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Nash kicks to Pippen. Just 4 to shoot. Good work defensively by Maravich. Celtics trailed by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside for Gasol. Nash against Maravich. Nash the pass to Gasol. Gilmore grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The free throw drops for Garnett.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
Mutombo is checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Nash the pass to Mutombo. Nash with it. Now Garnett defending. From 12 feet out, Nash's shot is in. Nash has got his second bucket of the night.
And Nash just making it look too easy. I mean, he's got one of the purest shooting strokes in all of basketball.
And so it's Chicago, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Chicago came ready to play. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they strung together some excellent possessions early. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Malone, John Stockton out there with Nash, and it's LeBron James, and it's Robinson in at the center position. Malone kicks to LeBron. James converts inside.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Robertson against Stockton. Here's Irving. Over LeBron. Irving can't hit.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Wade. Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, Stockton. Pass to Robinson. Over Wade, and Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Stockton. Robinson's got the lead up to 14 now for Chicago. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Stockton looking around. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
It's Stockton's size. He's got to be smart inside, and he is one smart and tough guy, getting the whistle and getting the shot off.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Boston making a switch here. McHale's checked in. And Stockton drops them both.
Tell you what, if you let me pick just one point guard to run my offense, man, you could not go wrong with John Stockton. He might be my first pick. He's a prototypical textbook point guard. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Fires, high post. Houston can't get it to go. Celtics trailed by 14. Abdul-Jabbar in the post. He's covered by Malone. Tries again. Trying to get open is Irving.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
The Bulls leading by 12. LeBron outside. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. No good that time. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Wade. Here's Irving. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stockton passes to James. Oh, James muscles it in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Gasol's checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for LeBron. It's deflected and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. It's Pippen on the wing. Outside Gasol. Passes it to Stockton. Shot clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And there's the call on Karl Malone. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Celtics trailed by 14. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. In 2022, LeBron James joined Michael Jordan as the only NBA players who are also billionaires. But with the growth in player salaries, that's probably going to change. In fact, for those players entering the league now, every rookie class may contain 1 or 2 future billionaires. Good work if you can get it, Kevin.
Yeah. No kidding, DA. Thank you.
Pierce out there running the show. Makes the call and then creates a nice opening.
A step-back shot here. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Poked away. Thomas with the steal. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, Zeke is a two-way point guard that does it all.
Maravich dishes to Pierce. Back to Maravich. Good, and Pierce gets the assist.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Stockton outside. Thomas against Pierce. Denied! Pierce with the block. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Stockton against Maravich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Pistol Pete, oozing with natural talent, but behind the scenes, he puts in a lot of work, too.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Good on the second free throw. "11 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the pass to Malone. No good, shot missing. And so it's the Chicago Bulls riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Wade out there with Robertson. And it's Garnett. And it's Pierce. And it's Gilmore in at the center. That's the Boston 5.
Look how Pippen stays nimble inside, adjusting to get the shot off despite the contact.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Celtics trailed by 16. Three-pointer, Wade. That one's not going to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pippen, the pass to Robinson. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Wade. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the way in.
The break was initiated by the active hands of Dwayne Wade. He excels at the defensive end.
Thomas surveying the D. Mutombo kicks to Stockton. Pippen with a wide open look. And it's Paul Pierce with the rebound.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the Celtics. Irving comes in for Paul Pierce. Pau Gasol is checked in for the Bulls. LeBron comes in for Isaiah Thomas. Wade finds Garnett. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And so James will bring it up for Chicago. Outside Gasol. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Robertson with it. He's picked up by James. Fires it up. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Pippen, the pass to LeBron. Feeds to Robinson. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Garnett, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Irving. Wade for 3.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Boston, no good that time either. Pippen, the pass to Stockton. Yes, that goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Yep, it counts.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
LeBron against Irving. Pass to Robinson. Stockton outside. 16 feet away. Goes back up. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Irving.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yeah, you know, one thing about being a great scorer, you draw a lot of defensive attention, and there Irving takes advantage by finding an open teammate.
Stockton outside. Here's Gasol, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 16. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 16. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Malone.
They continued to feed him throughout the game, and with good reason. They realized he was hot, had the hot hand, and they wanted to ride that. And he refuses to let them down, coming through at every turn.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Abdul-Jabbar gets double-teamed. And it's Irving missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Stockton outside. Gasol's in the post. He's against Garnett. Inside, and it's Gasol getting it to go. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Abdul-Jabbar gets double-teamed. Irving with a clean look. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Boston making some changes. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Garnett. Wilkins comes in for Irving. And it's Maravich in for Dwayne Wade.
Violation.
And the Bulls making a change here as well. Mutombo's checked in.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Pass to James. Fades. They get it again. Mutombo misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
That free throw good from Wilkins.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
The Celtics making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in. Here's Houston. Mirovic defending. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Shooting one. You love the efficiency that Houston scores and plays with. Takes smart shots all the time.
And that one misses. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Robertson. McHale trying to free himself up. Robertson's shot is off. Nash with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Trae Young. Chris Middleton is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Robertson, and it's Jokic in at the center position.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in. Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Murray outside. Siakam passes to Curry. Good ball movement here by the East. Inside, Garnett. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Robertson outside. Young outside. Driving the lane. And the layup falls. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Now here's Garnett. Shot clock at 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when healthy, Murray is a force to be reckoned with, because he can go get baskets against tough defense, and he can also make plays for others.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Young looking around. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly failing it.
Throws it up high, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Boy, I tell you, for such a big guy, what a remarkably fluid athlete. You can see why he competed and excelled in the high jump in college.
Now here's Williamson. Here's Young. That shot, no good. Curry with the defensive effort. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. Here's Garnett. Back to Curry. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Young against Curry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
So clever at creating contact. Young looks to shoot it so often, which really forces defenders to overcommit at times.
Ryan's checked in for the East. Paul comes in for Curry. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Nowitzki's checked in for Williamson. And it's Frazier in for Robertson. Middleton against Murray. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 5.
Hard to disrupt or shake Middleton when he's in the zone. I mean, doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's still going to get his shot up and down.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. Pass to Frazier. Over Garnett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And one of the very best in our league at getting to the line. Walt Frazier just has that great change of pace and aggressive nature. Always playing, though, under control.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Shack's checked in for Chamberlain. Randall comes in for Garnett. And Beal subbed in for Murray. The West also making some changes. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Jokic. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Young. Here is Frazier. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Nowitzki outside. Back to Frazier. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Paul can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the West All-Stars.
You know, he's really capable from the mid-range, and I think the more Murray shoots from there, the more of a threat he'll be, and the more well-rounded offensively he'll be.
Now here's Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 5 now.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Basket counts. Middleton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Takes it inside. Bryant with the steal. And there's another turnover by the East. The West leading by 5. Murray dishes to McCollum. Frazier the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Frazier. Shoots over Beal. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And when Beal is locked in like this defensively, he takes this team to another level.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Russell is out there with Gobert. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's McCollum. And it's Robertson in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Kobe Bryant. It's good. Murray's got the lead up to 7 now for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Beal can't get it to go.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Here's Gobert, and the rejection by Curry.
And quick reaction by Curry. Steph putting some serious effort in defensively.
And here's Kobe from the arc. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Chamberlain's checked in for Şengün. Garnett comes in for Kobe. And Murray's subbed in for Bradley Beal. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic has checked in for Rudy Gobert. Nowitzki comes in for Russell. Chris Middleton's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And Trae Young subbed in for McCollum.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
An excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Up top, Curry, defended by Young. Here's Chamberlain. Jokic grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Robertson. Here's Young. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. And to add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Robertson outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The East trailed by 9. Down low. Here's Curry. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Middleton. Now the pass to Young. Kicks it to Robertson. To the paint. Jokic passes to Robertson. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple. And now it's a 12-point West All-Star lead. Robertson's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Garnett. He takes it in, and it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jokic finds Young. He gets it in there. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the West All-Stars.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The West All-Stars with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Middleton. The rebound by Garnett. Here's Murray. The West grabs the miss. Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Here's Jokic. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Murray against Robertson. Murray kicks to Turner. Over Jokic. And another miss by the East.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The East making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Jokic. Zion Williamson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Frazier in for Robertson. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Chamberlain. Young against Curry. Young outside. Just 3 on the clock. That shot off, and so we conclude the first half. West All-Stars out in front, up by 12. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Western Conference showing off its all-star game chops there in the first half. When the showmanship is ramped up to its highest level, that suits the West just fine. They got a roster that knows how to play the game with flair, and they've been enjoying themselves so far today.
Well, the West are not playing around. They come here to win this thing. They're hitting their shots and playing with real.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Garnett is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Murray. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Curry buries the 3 shot.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Robertson. Murray with the defensive effort. The East trailed by 11. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
Middleton outside. Pass to Robertson. Over Murray. Rebound by Murray.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Curry looking around. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here's Jokic. Following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain. Young passes to Jokic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The East trailed by 9. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
Hey, we all know this. It's no secret. I mean, one of the areas of Wilt's game that's below average is free throw shooting.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Ryan's checked in for Garnett. Bradley Beal comes in for Murray. And Paul subbed in for Curry. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jokic. Russell comes in for Williamson. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Robertson. And McCollum subbed in for Trae Young. Now Siakam. After Chris Middleton missed from long range.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Drills the three-pointer.
And that range makes McCollum hard to defend because if you're too close, you know about his ability to go by you and get to his spots.
Now here's Beal. Nothing on the board. Over Murray. Out to Kobe. Takes a three. And another three from the east.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Now McCollum. Murray outside. Back to McCollum. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Bryant. Bryant attacking. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 3-point West All-Star lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Timeout called here by the West. They're going to talk it over. O'Neal's checked in for the East. Julius Randle comes in for Pascal Siakam. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Nowitzki comes in for Chris Middleton. Frazier, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And Trae Young subbed in for McCollum. Now Kobe. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. Kobe can't hit.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway. And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Now, here is Russell. No scoring in this one. Shots good from Young. And the West leads by 5. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
Young, rejected by Kobe. Nowitzki against Randle. Back to Kobe. Pass to Paul. 5 to shoot. Over Russell. And it's Paul missing.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the East All-Stars now. Now the East All-Stars with it. They're on a 15-5 run. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Beal with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bradley Beal. Knocked away and taken away by Paul. For the tie. The shot comes out. Nice D from Frazier. Young outside. 1 second left. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
And so Young nails them both. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. West All-Stars lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Williamson. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Frazier. And it's Robertson in at the 2 spot. Free throw good, Frazier. And Frazier drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Curry against Young. Garnett trying to break loose.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Young passes to Williamson. Back to Young. Here are the East All-Stars. 4-point game. The pass to O'Neal. And here is Robertson. Abdul-Jabbar outside. He dishes it to Young. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the East All-Stars.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Robertson kicks to Williamson. Young outside, passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Clock at 6.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here is Frazier. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Curry. And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's foul number 2 for him. Robertson's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Curry against Young.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Kicks it out to Williamson. And they recover it. Pass to Frazier.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
O'Neal finds Murray. Pass to Curry. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Frazier with it. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. Now here's Curry. Young against Curry. And here are the East All-Stars now. 4-point game. And there's the pass to Şengün. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now.
Boy, they're having a good half so far offensively, shooting over 50% from the field now, trying to close the gap.
And Young kicks to Frazier. Kicks it out to Robertson. Back to Frazier. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice passing here by the West. Now Garnett. To the paint.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Young inside, guarded by Curry.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Robertson against Murray. Passes it to Curry.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Curry's gotten 6 of his 10 shots to go in for him, so 60% shooting on the night. The feed to Robertson. Robertson's gone 4 of 9 in field goal attempts. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Young. Inside.
And the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Murray against Robertson. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Garnett. 5 on the clock. Şengün trying to free himself up.
And, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Frazier kicks to Middleton. Murray against Robertson. Frazier outside. And the pass to Middleton. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Now the West with the ball. Garnett against Middleton. Garnett with the block.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Chamberlain gone and ice, 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Robertson dishes to Nowitzki. Back to Robertson. And Middleton kicks to Robertson. Nowitzki against Siakam. Now here's Frazier. Defense right on him. And so Siakam will bring it up for the East.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And here is the East now. Here's Murray. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you.
And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. It's the Sacramento Kings and the Chicago Bulls. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Paul George out there with Davis, and it's Duncan in at the 4. Here's Pippen over Gilgeous-Alexander. Pippen, no good. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
The first free throw is good.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Stockton. And here's Robinson. And it's blocked by Davis. Pass to George. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Duncan. It's George on the wing. Davis with room to shoot. It's hauled in by Robinson. Here's Malone. There's the block. And they'll get another chance. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the basket by West.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Pippen. Robinson. Can't throw down the putback.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
And finished off by Davis.
For a powerful guy now, Davis is also graceful. Look, he can just smoothly work his way inside to the shot.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Stockton. Back to Robinson. That shot off the mark. Davis with the defensive effort. And it's Sacramento's ball. They get it back.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Here's Stockton. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love Davis's ability to read the floor. He's improving his ability to create for others.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. James passes to Stockton. Back to James. Looking to end the run. Can't get the layup.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
And so here is Chicago after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. And the basket by Pippen.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Right side Davis. George against James from 12 feet. Here's Davis. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
George against James. Pass to Stockton. Here's Pippen. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Malone. Hauled in by the Kings. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Pippen. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A line change here for Chicago. The Kings also with a sub. Jones, he's checked in for Paul George. .141 left in the first quarter. West misses. Here's Chicago now. Trailing by 10. Shot left block. And down it goes. 2 points.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Down low. Here's Jones. And it's Chicago with a board. Pass to Thomas. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. So the Kings making a change here. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Moncrief. Second chance effort. He got a piece of it. .50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Houston can't hit.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Nash passes to Gasol. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Here's Moncrief. Banked it in off the glass.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
And so it's Sacramento finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Eaton passes to James. And they call an illegal screen here. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Sacramento Kings. On Friday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Thurman passes to Ginobili. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Shays. LeBron with the rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Malone. Sacramento grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, asked to compare his game, Victor Wembanyama said, "I would hate that my game resembles any one player because that wouldn't be ambitious enough. My whole life, I've always tried to be one of one. I don't know where it comes from. I think I was born with it. I've always tried to be original. My goal is to be like something you have never seen." VA?
Wow. Mission accomplished there, Allie. Thank you. Now, here is James. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
See, right there, you know you have to foul LeBron James because you just have no chance to stop him.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good.
LeBron James going to the free throw line. Let's just say it's not his most accurate of positions, but hey, even players like him got to have things they need to work on.
The Bulls making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Now here's Barnes with the drive. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Yes, sir! LeBron James!
Oh, yeah, the old man can still do that. LeBron James with the catch and finish.
Pass to Duncan. Here's Petrovic. Here's West. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Pippen. Deflected! And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Stockton. Here's Robinson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento?
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Barnes, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Jones, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Stockton. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Houston. The 3 is up. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Duncan. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Shots blocked. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Just 3 to shoot. It's hauled in by Nash.
and he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Robinson. Misses another. He's 0 for 4.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Shot's good by Stockton. Stockton's got his first basket. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Here's Houston. He's got 5. Here's Nash. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're lucky to be holding on to this lead after the inconsistent first quarter. But they're starting to hit their stride now, pulling those percentages up.
Inside. And there's a 3-second violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Chicago now. This run now up to 13-2. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. Gasol passes to Stockton. From about 19, he squares up and sinks it. Stockton's got 4 points this quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Timeout called, Sacramento.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
The Kings making a switch here. George is checked in. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Ginobili. To the middle. Here's Thurman. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Chicago leading. Here's Nash. Here's Stockton. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Count that bucket.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Ginobili. Here's Moncrief. Nails it from 3. Moncrief's got 5. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bulls out in front. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Some struggles for Chicago in the first quarter. They were on their heels immediately, at one point staring at a 12-point deficit in that opening period. A huge turnaround offensively in the second quarter. They shot 60% from the field.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
We've got LeBron James, and it's Nash in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Oh, they pick off the pass. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. Outside Robinson. Here's Pippen. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 5 to shoot. The open shot by James. Nice shot from the wing. James has gotten 4 this quarter.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
Pass to West. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray.
That's a look they always want him to take. If he's got space, he's got the ultra green light.
Here's James. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. It's James on the wing. Shoots from 12. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
George with it. Still without a bucket. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Pippen passed to James. Here's Pippen. Clock at 6. Pass to Stockton. Takes the 3. Here's Malone. And it's rejected. And they're able to recover. They recover it. Robinson can't hit.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's George for the lead. Robinson with the block. Tries again. Chicago grabs the miss. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. Thomas, he's checked in for Robinson. And the Kings also making a change. Barnes is checked in. The Kings trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D to the inside. The fader. That one a little long.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
Here's Malone. Hauled in by the Kings. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Down low. Here's Pippen. And it's Shays with a rebound.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Petrovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Barnes is gone, just 1 for 4 so far. Here's James. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Shays. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Gasol passes to Nash. Here's Houston. Connects, the jumper drops. Houston's gotten his third basket of the night. The Kings leading. Here's Ginobili. And it's Chicago with a board.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Gasol. And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there. And the foul goes against Sacramento. And he knocks down the first one. The Bulls making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Davis, he's checked in for Sacramento. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ginobili. Pass to Moncrief. Lets it fly. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Inside. Here's Robinson. Goes to the fadeaway. Robinson's gotten 4 this quarter. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Bulls out in front. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's West taking a look at Sacramento. Davis against Robinson. And that one's good. Davis.
Look, I'm telling you, even in the mid-range, Davis is deadly. He's got the perfect mechanics, and it just works at any distance.
James deciding where to go with it. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's West. And he lobs it up to the rim. Davis can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play. It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And count it. Now 5 for 7.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Chicago trailing here. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Here's Stockton. Count it. Good. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
George outside. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Chicago with the ball. And he lobs it up. Oh, George with a steal. Back come the Kings in transition. Here's West. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Stockton. On target from range. Stockton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
James against George. Just 5 on the clock. Over James. Up again. It's hauled in by Robinson. Chicago leading. To the paint. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Shays. Pass to West. Shot to stop the run. Chicago grabs the miss. James has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Stockton. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Man, he's been in control because of how well he's shooting. He's finding holes in the defense, and he's able to capitalize. Wow, it's almost like his confidence is increasing with each basket he makes.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on the Sacramento head coach talking to his team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's James. And Davis with the block. Basket counts. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, tough finish inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Malone. Got a hand on it. George against James. And he lobs it up top. And finished off by Davis.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
Here's Stockton. Shot clock at 5. From 17. They get it again. Malone. Blocked! Inside. Here's West. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now it's just a 4-point Bulls lead.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Here's Malone. And there's the rejection. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
To the middle. Here's Malone. They get it back. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Down low. Here's Malone with the 7-footer. That shot off.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Here's West. Blocked. There's 14 seconds left in the game. No good from 11 feet. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
Timeout called, the Kings. They're behind by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Here's Duncan. He shoots. Cash. And that one brings them within 1.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're on top by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the final quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's the Orlando Magic taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Now the starting group for Orlando. Chamberlain is out there with Hayes. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's Carter. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here is Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Chamberlain. Another shot. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now here's Curry. Tatum finds Bryant. Fires the 3. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Orlando. There's the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
Tatum no good. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Nuggets. Lillard scanning the floor. Chamberlain kicks to Lillard. Passes it to McGrady. Back to Lillard. A 3-ball. The rebound by the Spurs. Outside Tatum. Pass to Bryant. Unloads. Nails the wide open jump shot.
A nice set there, making it easy for Bryant. He had that lined up all the way.
Lillard outside. He kicks it to Hayes. Carter on the wing. Over Tatum. No good from the wing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Orlando leading. Lillard way outside. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
And not just a volume shooter. Lillard, very accurate.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here is Chamberlain. Outside Carter. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And of all the attributes, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked with Chamberlain is the court vision. Makes a great read there.
And he gets the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lillard the pass to Carter. Over Tatum. And it's Orlando with another.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh five on the floor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Hayes. Hill comes in for Vince Carter. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for McGrady. And it's Kidd in for Damian Lillard. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here are the Magic now. It's a three-point game. Kidd passes to Rodman. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Richmond. Shots good by Mitchell.
And a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Kidd against Booker. .136 left in the first quarter. Unseld controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, he's just relentless on the glass. Unseld turning the miss into points because of his activity down low. That's what you love to see from your big guy.
Now here's Kidd. Still scoreless. Got a piece of it. One-on-one fast break. Here's Richmond. The shot misses. Good D by Mitchell. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Magic. 3-point lead to the inside. Rodman. And then Rodman with the dunk.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Shots good by Rice.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Kidd passes to Chamberlain. And here's Mitchell from the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Unseld. Rodman covering. Parrish dishes to Richmond. Pass to Unseld. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Grant Hill.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that defense.
Lightning.
That was incredible. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Magic lead by 4. The second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Curry is out there with Bryant. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Parrish, and it's Malone, and it's the 5. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Malone.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Jason Kidd. And he can't hit the second. The Magic leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Curry against Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. Bullseye! Curry with a deep 3.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Carter outside. Outside, Rodman. Hayes down low. Malone on him. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Carter missing. Here's San Antonio. Curry passes to Parrish. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Spurs making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. McGrady outside. A quick shot there, and it's off target. On offense, here are the Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside for Curry. Now the pass to Malone. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Malone. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. It's Curry outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
McGrady passes to Carter. They get it back. The 3 sinks the three-pointer. Carter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fellow to hold in check.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for the Spurs. Brown comes in for Tatum. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Brown right side. And then Brown with the dunk.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Carter dishes to McGrady. That's in there. Carter with the assist. McGrady's got his first 3 points of the game.
I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And Orlando has possession. 4-point game. Here's McGrady, and again it's Orlando with the three.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Curry kicks to Holmgren. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Orlando making some changes. Chamberlain comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Mitchell in for Tracy McGrady. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard the pass to Carter. There's the lob to Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Lillard can get tricky with that shot. He draws the foul, but still manages to squeeze that one off.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of this game. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Spurs. Rice is checked in, and it's Booker in for Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Booker against Lillard. Booker no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Lillard from outside. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trailed by 12. Here's Booker. A beautiful reverse layup. Booker's got his first points in this one.
Well, finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, one of the toughest things NBA referees are asked to judge are carrying violations, where the ball comes to rest at mid-dribble. Now, Warriors coach Steve Kerr says they've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry, but the whole league's been doing it. Kevin?
Yep, you're right. We've seen it. David, thanks. Kicks it to Hayes. .59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Mitchell outside. Just 3 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Carter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Parrish, he's checked in for the Spurs. Richmond comes in for Jaylen Brown. Hill, he's checked in for Orlando. Kidd comes in for Mitchell. Outside for Richmond. Pass to Rice. Here's the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 13.
It's such a great ball handler. Lillard making the defender look silly.
No good there. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 11-point cushion.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. Shaq, what's your take on Orlando?
The way they're shooting it from deep, they're going to be hard to beat. This team has a lot of confidence and lets it fly without hesitation. Defensively, you have to force them off their spots, make them put the ball on the floor.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
Well, the best way they can get back into this game is to show up their rebound.
And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court for Orlando, Carter is out there with Hayes. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's McGrady in at the 2. Down low, here's Lillard. Good, and it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Lillard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
He's a tough shot taker and a tough shot maker. Few do it better than Damian Lillard.
Here's Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
To the paint, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Curry kicks to Holmgren. Outside, Kobe. Back to Holmgren. It's hauled in by the Magic.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Carter outside. Hayes down low. Defended by Holmgren. Hayes no good. Spurs trailed by 11. Here's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Vince Carter picks one up.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Williams, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Then for the Magic, Rodman comes in for Carter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Lillard.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
Tracy McGrady on the wing, defended by Bryant. Here's Hayes. He dishes it to Chamberlain. Banked in off the glass. Chamberlain got 6.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Hayes has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's Curry outside. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Knocks it loose. Here's Hayes. Nice D from Williams. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 13. Over Rodman. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Then on Sunday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Warriors, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
He gets that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Curry can't get it to go.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
One shot.
So McGrady will go to the line here. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant. Grant Hill, he's checked in for the Magic. Kidd comes in for Mitchell.
One of the most ferocious scorers in the game. McGrady's length and athleticism is so difficult to contain.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Curry passes to Booker. Pass to Parrish. Shoots over Chamberlain. San Antonio again missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Got that one up quick. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Magic.
Outside Hill. And Orlando again with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Booker outside. Fires for 3. Rodman with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And that one's good. McGrady.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Curry. Some solid defense by Rodman.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Hill dishes to McGrady. To the left side wing. Chamberlain kicks to Kidd. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Parrish. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Richmond, he's checked in for San Antonio. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Curry against Kidd. 5 to shoot. Curry passes to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
You know, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Kobe. Parrish is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Curry in at the point. Outside Bryant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
And showing the range there, Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Come get it. Here's Carter. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Orlando with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Rodman finds Lillard. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in, but I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
Kobe gets the bucket.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Rodman dishes to Lillard. Knocked loose. Curry with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Good work defensively by Carter.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Hard to believe, isn't it, Brent? The three-point line was introduced as a one-year trial back in 1979.
Yeah, crazy. It was so successful in the ABA, and then the 79-80 season kicks in. And if you remember, Kevin, Chris Ford, the first player for the Boston Celtics that was able to knock down the NBA's official first three-pointer.
And there's the pass to Curry. To the inside. Here's Kobe. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And when you foul Bryant, you really got to foul him or else he's going to make it an N1.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Bryant bullies through.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Start it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Orlando's coach talk to his team. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Carter. He kicks it to Hayes. High arcing shot. Rebound San Antonio. Malone's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Malone against Carter. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Passes to Lillard. To end the cold streak. Rebound, Malone. Malone's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bryant bats for 2. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Carter against Bryant. Carter with the bucket. And the Magic lead by 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Pass to Mitchell. .119 left in the game. Kicks to Hayes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Holmgren.
Clearly a foul.
So for the Magic, Tracy McGrady's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Kidd in for Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you don't want to put Curry at the line. That's just dangerous, and pretty much 2 points. Stephen, the best free throw shooter ever.
Magic leading by 11. Now McGrady. Carter outside. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's McGrady. Shot clock at 6. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Tatum. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Carter outside. Shoots over Curry. And it's Carter missing. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
McGrady outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge,